let me present. And if you have any questions directly, don't hesitate to go directly into the chat and you can ask them later. And at the end of the presentation, there will be also a time for all the different types of Q&A. So fantastic. So as we are, let me please share my screen. And here we are. All right. All right, so good afternoon, everybody. As mentioned before, my name is 𝐘𝐨𝐮𝐫. I am the head of the Asian Institute of Hospitality Management here based in Bangkok. Our institute is currently located at the Riverside in Bangkok, within the Riverside complex inside the Avani Plus and the Anand Riverside. We have an institute, private university that's been established now 5 years ago. We currently are running undergraduate program, a BBA in Global Hospitality Management, and we have now launched since last October our postgraduate diploma together in academic association with Les Roches. So this is who we are, what we do, and this is me. So my name is 𝐘𝐨𝐮𝐫. I've been working in hospitality and in hospitality education. So now it's been 20 years that I'm in hospitality education. I was based in Switzerland and I joined Thailand and Bangkok now 3 years ago. I have, as you can see on the slide, I've been working and certified as an Apple Distinguished Educator. I've been working as well about technology and digital innovation, and I've always been passionate about how technology can actually make our life better, but also how technology can be used to create interesting learning experiences. So for example, in the course that I teach, entrepreneurship, we've actively been using AI, or my students have been actively using AI in the way of doing their project. And I've actually even asked them to really think back and reflect about the use of AI and how positive or negative it was in doing their project. So this is something that I'd like to do. And I really like to think that technology is something that is all around us. So it's important that as we do our learning, that we also learn from them as well. Now we have one guest today, one of our students that we've asked today to join us. So Khun Phon, are you here? Would you quickly like to introduce yourself?
Everybody, would you like me to show my face as well?
That'd be lovely, yes.
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. And thank you very much for having me here. So yes, I'm a current student here at AIM for PhD diploma.
All right. So where are you working? What are you doing? Tell us a little bit more.
I am actually working as the reservation manager at the St. Regis Bangkok hotel in Bangkok, Thailand.
And what's your current position?
Reservation manager.
Reservation manager. All right. And you're part of our very first cohort of students who've joined us as well.
Yes.
So thank you, Khun Phon, to be here. So I'll go through the presentation. At the end, we'll have some more questions about Khun Phon and kind of why she decided to study the PGD and kind of how does she balance hard work. I think you look like you're in the office, right?
Yes. You want to see my team?
Hello, team.
Hi, team. Okay, just say hi. Just a quick one. Okay, this is my team. My baby. One more.
Hello, team. Nice meeting you.
Okay. Okay, see you later.
See you later. Okay, so we've established since now 3 years. We're located in Thailand. The origin story of AIM was always about how can we offer quality hospitality education in the region. Because when you think about it, when people think about hospitality education, Switzerland comes into mind, right? So if you look at the 4 top-ranked hospitality management schools in the world, we have EHL #1, we have Les Roches, our partner, #2, we have glion #3, and then we have SHMS #4. I think 8 hotel schools part of the 10 QS ranking are actually based in Switzerland. So this is always kind of this quality of hospitality education. You have to go to Switzerland to go there. But me being Swiss, I know that it's very expensive to live in Switzerland, to study in Switzerland, and not anybody can afford it. So how can we offer rather the same quality education, but more affordable, closer to home, and then closer to home, and also in a country that is very much focused on hospitality. Thailand, I strongly believe, is maybe the home of hospitality. Thai people are very hospitable. Bangkok has so many different hotels. All the major brands are being present. There are fantastic concepts and fantastic restaurants as well, beautiful hotels and so on. And then the idea was really to see how can we offer quality education in the home of hospitality. So we have now currently 300 students on our campus, looking into the undergrad and the postgrad students. And also something that was very surprising for us, but very positive, is we currently have up to 30 different nationalities of students who are studying on both programs. So why Bangkok is a great place? So again, mentioned before, we have great hotels. All the major brands are here. We also have great cultural exposure. So many different nationalities are living in Bangkok, whether they are Asian, East Asian, Middle Eastern, European, American living here and really working in this kind of international melting pot. And then also, despite being a big city and despite having a lot of hotels, the world of hospitality is actually relatively small, funny enough. So we at AIM offer different opportunities for networking. So typically on campus, we have 2 career days twice in the year. We have a lot of opportunities for networking, where the hotels are coming, the HR people are coming, GM making presentation to our students. So this is something that we offer as well, which is great to kind of explore the future of what you can do and what you can study and so on. So why AIM is a great option, we believe. So typically here you have a picture, our very first class of students who have been doing the PGD program. You're seeing that they are doing our signal, which is doing the A, so the A of AIM, and that's what they're doing in the picture as well. So why we believe AIM is a great option? First of all, it's really our mantra. So from the day that we've been here, we have always that saying that AIHM or AIM, everyone that is working here, we try to aim higher. So we want to become the best hospitality management school in Southeast Asia, or we want to be rather the first place that people consider when they think about, I want to stay in Asia and I want to study hospitality management, where should I go? And typically we want AIM to become that first choice. So we have an aspiration, we have ambitions. Everything that we do, we try to do with highest quality. We work as hard as we can. We create a strong community of leaders, strong community of students, of teachers as well, but also very important in terms of where we are working. So we also take care of the community around us. And then finally, we also have to consider leadership. And then as we are really focused on creating the leaders of tomorrow. So all our programs are delivered in English. So we work with Les Roches to deliver this high quality, world-class education here, whether it's under the undergrad or the postgrad. But because we are based in Bangkok, cost of living is lower, tuition fees are lower as well. And everything we do, again, as mentioned before, is fully in English. And also, whether program we offer, the BBA or the postgrad, there will always be an option for students to actually transfer to Europe and to finalize and get the degree from Les Roches. So you can start with the PGD here in Bangkok and then go for a top-up and get the master degree there, which I'll explain a little bit later. Something else we believe, something else we offer is a solid career path. So we have networking options. We work with different hotels from different companies all across Bangkok and Thailand. But number 3, we are owned by the company called Minor. So Minor is the 10th biggest hotel company in the world, based in Thailand. It has a hotel really all across. And what we offer is what we call a preferred employment status. So we cannot offer a job per se right away, but we guarantee that our students will have an interview and gonna be able to apply with the company and to see whether they'll give them a job that matches their aspiration and capabilities. So Minor Hotel, just to quickly mention it. So we have currently 560, 570 hotels worldwide. We are a company based in Thailand, and we currently have 10 different brands all across the world, and we're located in the Maldives. We're located in Thailand, obviously, Middle East, in Europe, and also in South America, Africa, and so on. So really a global presence, which offer a lot of opportunities for students to work worldwide. And then also something that I believe makes us also unique, and we work a lot on that, is what we call the dynamic learning style. So our classes are small. The PGD currently has 14 students. The online has 5 to 6. And we focus very much on learning in a dynamic way. So meaning that if you sit in one of our classes, you won't be sitting down for 3 hours just listening to the lecturer. We always try as much as possible to bring some action, some reflection, some activities into the learning to make sure that it's not just about listening to a teacher, but it's really about acquiring skills and competencies by really doing and getting feedback. And that's the same things we are doing. In some courses, we use simulations. So for example, for revenue management, as I mentioned before, in my course, we use AI as a way to evaluate and work on tasks. So different teachers use different tools to make sure that learning is strong and acquired. And then mentioned before, so we have 30 different nationalities across all the different programs. On the PGD, we also have 5 different nationalities. So Thailand is the main one at the moment, but on the online PGD, we have a Brazilian. So someone from Brazil who decided to join us. It's the morning in Brazil, and it's in the evening in Thailand. It works perfectly. We also have students from Pakistan. We have also students from Russia, students from Myanmar, students from France. So really kind of international background as well in terms of the quality, and it's also good for cultural exchanges and understanding the way things are working. All right. So let's talk more specifically about the Swiss education excellence, or what we are bringing together with Les Roches. So as you can see on that picture, this is the picture of our reception. In the back, you have AIM and the Academic Association with Les Roches, so our logo. And in the front, you have the picture of both flags. So this is something very important to us. So yes, we are using the quality of Switzerland's education, working closely with Les Roches to make sure that we match the same quality as they offer in Europe, but also we're very proud to be based in Thailand. Thailand is a great place for hospitality. Thailand is, as mentioned before, Bangkok is a great place with a lot of great hotels. So for us, the very important aspect of that is how we can combine both Thai hospitality with Swiss quality. So we have what we call a certified curriculum, for lack of a better word. We are in an academic association, so we're not a Les Roches campus. We don't claim to be. We are first and foremost AIHM or AIM, so we are our own institute. But when it comes to the hospitality degrees, so both the undergrad, bachelor, or the postgrad, we work together with them to offer the same course and the same structure. So we follow the same philosophy, we follow the same delivery structure, we deliver the same courses, and we deliver similar assessments. Now, the way that we deliver the courses themselves, we are given our own academic freedom to reach that, which is important in a university, is you don't want to just have a copy of something delivered in Switzerland and have a teacher just re-delivering it. Otherwise, you could do it online, or you could just follow it on YouTube. So it's still, every teacher has its own freedom to deliver the course how it sees fit to match and reaches the learning outcome. But to make sure that the quality is delivered the right way, we have a yearly audit. So on the picture here, you have the executive CEO, Mr. Carlos, and the executive dean, Ms. Ivana. They came last year in May, and they came and looked at the entire quality of what we deliver. At that time, focusing mostly on the bachelor, looking at the quality of our teaching. They talked to our teachers, they observed the class, they talked to our students, they looked at the assessment, they looked at the results from the students, they looked at the students' life and everything. And they've been doing that now for 3 years, 4 years, 4 years, and they've been always very satisfied in what we do. And audit is really, really important because from both the BBA and the postgrad, our students are able to transfer to Switzerland to finalize their degree with Les Roches. So it's very important that our students are ready to perform as well and do as well as that. And what we've seen so far is that our students are normally performing the same way in terms of grades when they finish studying with us on the bachelor for the moment and then going to Switzerland, then we'll achieve the same outcome, the same grade. So students in the 90s, 90% grade will go to Europe and end up on the same level of grades. So one of our students from the bachelor actually went to Switzerland and ended up being the valedictorian from all the Les Roches students of her cohort. So this is how important quality is for us in the way we prepare our students. So we have 3 programs. So we have our BBA, which is mostly for students who finish high school, coming and wanted to start their career. We're looking at students who will be studying the BBA entirely with us for 3.5 years, or we're also looking for students who want to start with us and then transfer to Les Roches and graduate there in Europe. We also have a shorter program called the CIHA, the Certificate in International Hotel Administration. This is mostly meant for students in their late 20s, early 30s, or people who might have graduated with a degree that is not hospitality, but want to have a career in hospitality. So we have a few students doing just that, graduated with a nursing degree, graduated with a regular business degree, but wanted to know a little bit more about hospitality because they wanted to do their career in hospitality. So this is also a course. This course is on campus, combining together our BBA students with our certificate students. And the last one is our PGD. So this is what we're talking about today. Started in October and looking more for people who are the head of a department, head of a section, that are aspiring to develop themselves in a career, want to get a master degree, and we're looking at people that have a little bit more age, a little bit more experience as well. So these are our 3 programs, and now I'm going to talk specifically about the PGD. So here we are, Khun Phon and Tanya on the picture. Let's go into the details of the program. So why would you want to study such a program? So it's really all about upskilling your leadership, upskilling your critical thinking, really going beyond what you're doing in your regular job. Very often when you work in the industry, you'll be working in a department, and traditionally people kind of upskill themselves in their own department. So an F&B manager, someone working in F&B and eventually becomes an F&B manager or an F&B director. Someone works in the rooms division and maybe reservation front desk, concierge, and kind of stays in their own department. And typically kind of are looking into working their career into their own silo. Sometimes in order to be able to upskill and go beyond, it is very important for these people to be able to learn about what's happening else, and that's kind of what a PGD is good for. You learn other courses, you get some other knowledge, you acquire some other skills, and also you get some more what we call critical thinking, problem solving, management skills, also by doing a course together and working on projects together that can help you when you go back to your workplace. So who is this program for? As mentioned before, so we have people who want to upskill, mid-career professionals. We are looking people who eventually might have worked in other hospitality before, or HOD levels that want to go up as well. I see that there is ODBE has a hand raised, so I will just ask to keep all your questions for the end, and I will come back at the end with all the Q&A. I can answer all the questions that you might have. Thank you. I just would like to be able to present the entire program first. Thank you so much. Then what we have is also the way we want to offer the program. So we do understand as well that it's very difficult for a lot of people to stop working for 6 months or maybe even a year or more, to stop working and stop earning, look after the family, look after themselves. This is the reason we've decided to offer this program in different pathway or different structure. So we have a full-time study option. Until now, we never had enough students who wanted to follow that particular path, but it's still open if one day we have enough people who want to do that in a shorter section. We offer always a part-time options, which is for students who are based around Bangkok. We teach on Saturdays, 6 weeks in a row, 6 hours every Saturday. Students are coming in on campus and they learn one particular topic for the whole day. And then the third option is we offer the same course online. So in online, it's not only asynchronous learning, like we like to call. So it's not about watching a video, reading an article, and kind of studying on your own. We still believe a lot in the interaction of even virtual learning. So it's a Zoom meeting every evening here in Bangkok, 6 to 8, for 2 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where students and the lecturer meet. And then whatever would happen in the real world would happen here directly on campus as well. So this is also an important aspect of getting together, because that's what we also believe the value of a degree is. It's not just about the knowledge, but it's about working together on the same topic, discussing, exercising, getting feedback, being coached. And that's what really help people upskill. So for both online and part-time options, so it's actually a full-time 1-year study. So you can see here on this diagram that we've done is that we deliver the course in 3 major blocks, each block being made of 2 courses. And we teach each course subsequently. With our very first cohort, we used to teach 2 courses on the same block for the first all 3 months. But the feedback from the students have been that it was very difficult to actually have a teacher talking about leadership in the morning and another one talking about entrepreneurship in the afternoon. And together with both assessment coming at the same time, both topic and research was a little bit difficult. So we listened to feedback and we've changed the delivery, where now it's all about 6 weeks delivery of 1 course or 1 unit. So students, whether it's online or in person, students do focus on that particular topic, 6 weeks, do the assessment and move on to the next one. And so it means that we have 6 units following each other for an entire year. These 6 units will last for approximately 9 months. So at the end, you still have another 3 months to do what we call the work-based project. So the work-based project is an individual work that you students would take if you're employed typically on the place of work, where you try to look with your managers, look with your GMs on the project that could be useful for you, or project that could be useful for your employer. Now, if you say, I would rather do a project on my own for my own interest because I want to open my own business because I really love the entrepreneurship class, that also would work. So, right? So you are owner of your own project and what you want to achieve. So by normally the 6-month mark, we will start to talk about the project. You will start questioning, you will start looking at it, you will start thinking about it, deciding and being approved by a supervisor here on campus, and then working together on the project to come with a deliverable after 1 full year. So again, the whole program is 1 year delivery, 6 courses subsequent. But at the 6-month mark, after 6 months, you would have the launch of your work-based project. So you will start still studying 2 more units. But after that 3 months where you don't need to come on campus anymore or go online anymore, but you would be working independently on your topic for the full year. And that's the way of the structure. Now, with the structure of the way we deliver the PGD, again, both format online or in person, we teach 1 subject after the next. So it also means that you can actually join a course on a specific date. So you don't need to come where all the students are in the class. You can join when a class open, you can join that class and join the actual group. So for instance, we had 12 students. 1 student decided to go for the online version. Then that makes 11 students, and then 4 more students joined, and now we have 15 or 3 of the 14 students, and then join together. But when the 11 students will be graduating, then the class will kind of grow. So the class and your classmate always changes depending on when you are coming and study. So that's the way we work and all the different intakes that we have. So you want to know about the courses you will study. So the first course is my course, is entrepreneurship and business modeling. So this is all about being an entrepreneur. It's all about understanding kind of what is important of being an entrepreneur. It's looking at using tools such as the value proposition Canva, the business model Canva, and imagining your business, identifying the gap in the market of what you want to offer. But then also very, very important is going into what we call customer discovery. So customer discovery, maybe you have an idea and maybe it's going to work, but it's also possible that your idea actually might not work. So it's very important to discover what customers want or not. And then what we call in the world of entrepreneurship, you need to pivot. So do I need to completely change my idea? Do I need to slightly modify my idea? And students kind of work through that. As mentioned as well before, we use AI in terms of helping with the course, whether it's for research, whether it's for creating a mock website, coming with an idea, multiple ways. But again, my goal is not just to give you the tools, but it's to make you think critically about how you can use the tool to the best of its ability and your own as well. Then we have another course about leadership. So this is maybe the more theoretical course of all of them, which is all about thinking about what leadership is, thinking about leadership theories, thinking about different types of leaders, reflecting on your own leadership skills, looking at maybe a leader that you work with closely, and then how you look at their own leadership and how it applies yours, but always through a theoretical lens as well. Again, to develop that habit of reading, that habit of thinking further, that habit of not just getting one perspective, your teacher, but giving different perspective and really coming with what you think is the best. Then two more courses. So we have events management, so which is all about kind of all going through creating events through different lenses. And then we have a course about services marketing in digital age. So eventually it's all about digital marketing, but focusing on how you market services. So looking at AI, looking at social media, looking at SEO and the whole shebang that comes with it, and seeing about how can you all best use the different tools to again attract your customer, communicate your value proposition, and make sure that you have customers and you can be successful. And then we're coming to the two courses that are numbers based. So one, which is very important for anybody in business, it's about finance. So I'm pretty sure that if you work in a hotel, you already do finance every day. You maybe don't do the finance part, receive numbers, and you have to check those numbers, and you have to do KPIs, and you have to look at ratios, and you have to calculate those. And eventually, some of you maybe don't necessarily always understand where they're actually coming from. So the goal is not to make you an accountant and to go into the finance department, but it's to make sure that you have a clear understanding of all the different financial documents, all the different ratios, put it together, and really have kind of what do you learn. So you read a document, you look at a ratio, what does it mean? What actions do we need to take? And finally, revenue management. So some of you have done revenue management, some of you already work in revenue management, some of you have never done it. So it's kind of a concept that we're gonna really cover from the ground up with the basis of making sure you understand what revenue management is, but also how to apply it, looking at how you can apply it not just to rooms, but also you can apply to F&B, car rentals, airlines, and maybe any other businesses, and focusing really on applying the knowledge. So in order to do that, we use what we call a revenue management system called RevSim. So during the duration of the course, you will be learning the different topics and the theory, but you'll also be putting directly into application, where you compete as a class on the revenue management system, and then you look at the results with a balanced scorecard, and then you not only just try to win the competition, but more importantly, you actually are trying to you must understand why did you end up in such results. So it's all about analysis and evaluation and synthesis of information. Now, two important parts. I talked about the work-based project before. So again, you work independently on a project on your own for a period of 6 months. And then there is the business field trip. So business field trip, we will put together the online and the part-time students together for one period. We go to Thailand, we go to Hua Hin, not too far from Bangkok. And then the important aspect of really getting together, doing some hotel visits, working on case studies, and then trying to bring whatever you've already learned together in those case studies and working through the different cohorts. This is something that is great for networking. It's a great occasion to meet other people. It's also, we do visits of different hotels and concepts, meet some people from the industry, ask questions and develop. So it's also a very important part where we bring everyone together. This is really part of the Les Roches concept. They do the same, even if you study online, and they always require students to travel to Switzerland and go to Switzerland as well and meet in person, because again, they believe, and we believe as well, in the important aspect of physical meeting and being present too. So for people who don't have experience in hospitality, so if you decide to apply with us, we'll be looking at your CV and be looking at kind of what experience you had before. Potentially, part of the Swiss philosophy is that if you want to learn hospitality, you need to know how hospitality works. You need to have hands-on experience. So if you come for the part-time project, we would come and we have what we call the immersion program. So you come for a certain period of time that suits you, that suits your schedule, and actually come on campus and work with our BBA students and just have an immersion into F&B, an immersion into kitchen, an immersion into front desk and housekeeping, just a few days, overall around a couple of weeks, just to understand kind of how it works. If you do it online, we will give you some knowledge for you to acquire about F&B as you study on your own. And we would like to try to find a way for you during the field trip potentially to come and also get that immersion here. If it's not possible, we will always try to be flexible and find what works best for you as well. If you don't have any hospitality experience, if you come up with already years and experience in one of your department, then it's totally okay. All right. So what we believe, and that master or the PGD is really what we call an applied science postgraduate study, which means it's not a theoretical postgrad. It's not about building a thesis and you becoming a doctor, but it's really more about learning more on the course, applicable knowledge that you can then go back to your hotels, go back to your company, start your own business, and be able to directly apply. Again, whether it's entrepreneurship, you want to find new ideas for your department, you can do that. If you do revenue management, then you know how it works. If you do finance, you can apply that directly. The work-based project as well. So really, everything is directly applicable. And it's something that you can get as well, and you can use it to improve in your career. Now, I know some of you are interested as well to get your full master degree. So to understand, we work with Les Roches on what is called their Master of Advanced Studies. So most probably you never heard of that title before because it's a Swiss accreditation. So traditionally, when you look at the master, you have the traditional MBA or executive MBA, which Les Roches offers, and they kind of offer on their own, and that is still there. You might have, if you go to the UK, you will go for an MSc, a Master of Science, or an MA, a Master of Art. Now, Switzerland has done for a few years now what they call a Master of Advanced Studies. And this is very specific to Switzerland because Switzerland has a strong belief that people still can progress, still can learn more, even though in the past, when they were younger, they didn't have a degree. They believe that people go, work, get experiences, and through experience they learn. And then it's not because you didn't get a degree when you were young that you don't deserve to get a degree when you are in your 30s and 40s. So that's the concept of the Master of Advanced Studies. So very again, what we call in applied science. So the Master of Advanced Science is an 18-month program in Europe. Now it's 2 semesters plus the internship. So the agreement that we've gone with Les Roches is that we are able to get the first blocks of those 6 courses, which are really taught everywhere, plus the internship transformed into the work-based project. And then for 1 year of study with us, it's only a top-up of 6 months in Spain or in Switzerland to then get a full master degree. So again, start in Thailand, keep working, go online, overgo the weekend, and then on top of that, only an extra 6 months to get a master degree from Europe with the Les Roches-Nèmes, second best hotel school in the world. So this is really, really the advantage and our value proposition. Now, the master will be a master, so it's going to be a long title. It's a Master of Advanced Studies in Hospitality Management with specialization. So it means that as you go, you will be able to choose a specialization that is focused directly. So they have 4 different specializations to choose from. One, which is F&B Entrepreneurship and Management, that is delivered in Switzerland. Go to Switzerland, go there, and really focus on F&B. So this is for the F&B managers. This is for the people who want to open their own restaurants, or someone that is really interested in culinary experiences, really focusing on that. People that are maybe more management, marketing. So there is a marketing management in luxury tourism. And this one is delivered in Marbella, in Spain. So focusing much more on what is luxury, what luxury stands for, what is marketing, how do you promote luxury, how do you make your concept different in luxury than regular, and really how do you market it and so on. Then we have a Master of Advanced Studies in Golf Management, also in Spain. So if you're more interested to learn about golf, this is one that you can go for. And finally, the last one, which is getting bigger and bigger, and also bigger in Europe and bigger in Asia, it's also about cruise line management. So learning more about how to work in a cruise and being successful there. So these are the different options: F&B management, luxury marketing, golf, and cruise line. All of these options are in presence. So all of these options require you to go to Europe and to study there for 6 months. We are currently discussing of potentially doing the F&B online as well, but at the moment, nothing is signed, nothing is agreed. They are themselves considering whether they want to do it and deliver it this way. But this is something that is currently in discussion. So our course, it's 380,000 baht, which is around $11,000, depending on the exchange rate, payable in 4 installments, which is for each of the blocks, the 3 blocks plus the work-based study. And again, we have mentioned before, we have different time periods. There's a possibility to apply for a scholarship as well, which we do for every intake. This requires you to apply and do a video on doing a particular presentation on a topic to see kind of what is your overall critical thinking, presentation, research, and so on, as you're competing with some other people. Otherwise, if you are okay not to go for the scholarship, it's also possible. We will also want you to do an interview with me or with the dean. We just want to make sure that the program is the right fit for you. Now, something that we've just doing now and launching as well is the potential for students to only study one module. Maybe you say, I already have a master's degree, I already went to Switzerland, I got a master in hospitality, I don't need to collect all my titles, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to learn specifically revenue management because I didn't get it, or entrepreneurship, I didn't do business modeling, I want to do more, I want to start my own business and so on. So you can, if you want, actually start with one project and choose one particular subject first, study on its own. You will get a certificate for that. You will get a digital badge that you can share on your LinkedIn. And then eventually, if you say like, actually, why not a full diploma? Then you can also collect all the 6 courses together in the work-based project, then to make up for the PGD. So there's also an option that is available to you if you just want to focus on one particular knowledge and skills. And again, both options open for the face-to-face part-time, for the online version. All right, so this is my part. Now I'm going to ask Khun Phon to please open her camera again, if she's still here.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Okay,
All right. I have a
just
few questions for you, Kunfon.
okay.
All right. So if you could please tell the audience of the reasons why you decided to pursue a postgraduate diploma at this stage of your career.
Oh, I think it's just the right timing, for me, just to basically to enhance myself in what I am doing now. Because at this time I'm actually the head of my department. I could say that, and then just to be in this program is to enhance what I have to do on daily basis.
In what way? In what way does it enhance what you're doing?
So in particular, I'm very keen on the leadership skill, and that really attracts me in this program. So that's the whole purpose of me to be in this program, because I am in hospitality already, and also for all of the subjects, and also to enhance the work that I have to coordinate with other departments in the hotel as well. And again, the leadership skill is what I aim for, to enhance the skill, to take care of my team.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So why did you choose AIM? Why did you trust AIM to go for your postgraduate studies?
Okay, basically, I'm in hospitality already. Sorry, in hospitality already. So with minor, I'm very think that minor is a very established company that I could go with. So again, AIM it's with minor, and minor also very good in hospitality. So I think that's the reason why I choose to be with AIM, because definitely I will get a very good knowledge about hospitality.
Thank you so much. So far you've studied 2 and you're currently studying the 3rd modules. So far, what stood out to you for the program and what you're learning and how you're learning?
Okay. Basically during the class, we have like hands-on and project and like group discussion. That's really helps a lot in learning, because we have about 14 people now in the classroom, and when we do group discussion, we will have like ideas of particular group discussion topic, and that's when I can actually learn that in this particular topic from other aspects of people that work maybe not in hospitality, and also in hospitality but in different fields. That is another way that I can learn and enhance my skill in each of the subjects. And another thing is that the thing that it's really like eyes opener for me, it's the AI. Because for me, I'm not really use AI a lot in my daily life. I'm actually really think that my own skill, my own thinking is actually better than AI. However, by learning AI, how to use AI in entrepreneur, it's actually taught me how to use it wisely as well. That's another thing that I learned from the subject that I learned from 2 subjects that I learned. Yeah. Oh, another thing
Please.
is sorry, this is just critical thinking.
I'm glad you say that.
Yes, because really critical thinking is one of the things that I need to develop myself, and I can say that I'm not good at it, but again, by being in the classroom and have to be doing the project and everything, I really need that critical thinking, and I have developed from the very first day that I started the subject. I have developed something from it. Yes. I think that should be all that I should say now.
And what about the assessments? So you have to also do some assessment, right? Did you learn something from those assessments that you had to do so far?
Yes, the assessment is that I have to write report or essay academically, which it's really like very far from what I have to do in daily basis. And again, that's really a lot, but I'm glad that I have chance to know how to write things academically as well. That is about the assessment that I can say now, and how to work with other people in the group, with the people that we never work with. I mean, in work life, but we just met and we have to do some like a very big project together that we have to really put our heads together, and that is it's about the assessment that we have been done.
So just to clarify, and it's not scare everyone right away. So you had to write a report, but you also had a group presentation. You had to do a video as well. So we also have different types of assessment type, right? All right. So how does it work for you to study part-time?
Okay. To be honest, it's not easy. But again, it's all about all the commitments that I really wanted to do so, because again, go back to the same to the very first thought of how I want to be in this program, because I want to upskill myself. So again, I have to put commitments in it, and I have to prioritize things in my life. Again, work is a lot already, and study every Saturday with all the assessment and new knowledge to learn. There's a lot, but again, prioritize and just commitment that what you are actually looking for in this course.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
So how is your experience so far?
Good, excellent. Yes, yes, still good. I'm still happy, and I'm still very excited to learn new things every week with my classmates.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Would you like to share anything more? These are the questions that I put so far that we prepared.
What would you like to ask me? Anybody would like to know anything?
So let me finish the presentation, and then we'll come back, and then we'll open for Q&A if they want to talk to you as well directly.
Sure.
Thank you so much. So what are we looking for the degree is, as we said, you don't necessarily needed to have a bachelor degree previously. It is recommended. It's better because you have already that kind of academic research and so on. But if you don't, and you have a high school degree as well, and you have a certain amount of experience, you can join us. And then also the professional experience is a minimum requirement. So we don't accept students, for example, who've come and finished with their bachelor degree and then straight on want to do their master. They have to wait at least for a minimum of 2 years and get some work experience. For us, it is very important that you can bring more of your experience directly in work, and I think it's really a good thing. Then we want to ask for an English requirement grade, because again, everything is taught in English. You have to read in English, you have to write in English, so you need to have a minimum requirement there. All right, so what is it a good option, or why do we believe it's a good option? So again, it's very practical, very applied based. It's based on projects. All the knowledge and the skills that you will learn through it will be applicable directly, because it's combined with part-time and or evenings if it's online. So there's no loss of productivity. It's not an MBA, it's an MAS, but it's kind of very similar, and it's of course more affordable, being based on talent rather than in Europe. But it's a prestige of having a Swiss degree or a Swiss affiliated degree, and also the fact that you will be part of Les Roches. And again, that great potential, that great chance that it offered to our students to transfer to Europe, to go to Les Roches, get a master degree in 6 months from Les Roches, which then you can easily part of the network and continue and so on, which again is a great opportunity for our students. And then while you're in Bangkok, you can keep on studying and then build your leadership profile, and hopefully looking forward to our students then keep on growing up on the ladders and having the future GMs as well that have done the PGD with us. So just a little bit more if you want to know more about AIM and you want to know more about our story. So typically we have a blog that we call the AIM Hire blog. We talk about careers. We talk about our teachers on their subject. I have a few pieces written about entrepreneurship. AIM in Action series, we call them, and so on. So you can go there, you can have a look and get to know us a little bit more. All our teachers, their profile is there as well. So you can understand who our experts are and what's their background. And then you can follow us on social media. So just regarding the Instagram, we just want to warn you, it's done for our Gen Z bachelor students, talking about how students enjoy life on campus. So for some of us a little bit older, sometimes it's like, oh, okay. But it's just, it's an approach that we want to make sure that younger students are attracted to come and study hospitality. Not only study with us, but study hospitality as well. Facebook and LinkedIn, obviously more serious. And also talking about what we're doing, what's happening on campus, and so on. And we have quite a few videos of testimonials on YouTube and so on. All right, so time for questions. So I am here to answer your questions. I hope you can also ask questions directly. If you're too shy to speak, you can ask the question in the chat, and then you can ask question or two of me, or you also can ask questions directly to Khun Phon, our student, if you want to get the truth from the customer's mouth. All right, I'm all yours. Yes, so thank you, Mathine, for your question. So the question is, could you please elaborate on being able to join online for the courses? Yes, so our online courses happen Bangkok time, 6 to 8, on Tuesday and Thursday evening. We are following the exact same structure as the part-time, which means that we teach one course for 6 weeks and then a 1 week break, and then we start with the next course as well. And you do that subsequently, one course after the next. Typically, there is the time to meet in person, and there is some, as every course, but there's some expectations to do some more reading, expectation to listen to some videos, to get prepared that you can do on your own. But then we also believe in the very important interaction. Every session is being recorded and then shared online, so you can come and listen to it as well later. But we really do insist as students coming to study directly. And then each course will study. So currently we have hospitality leadership being taught. They are slowly coming to an end. I think there's 2 more weeks of course delivery. Then there will be 1 week break, and then we'll be starting with my course, which will be entrepreneurship. And you can join on the online courses the same way. So 6 courses, one after another. So 36 weeks plus the break, so around 40 weeks. And then after 24 weeks plus the break, 25, 26 weeks, there will be a time where you're going to be working on your work-based project. So this is so it's the same logic and the same structure. Yeah. So sorry, I was reading the next question. I'm from Maseru, Lesotho. Very nice to meet you. Will it be possible for me to enroll with you while I'm working? Yes, thanks to the online version. So it is possible. Now, the only challenge is that we have to really think about the time difference, as we have to fix on evening for us, which again is 6 to 8. But if it works for you and you can take a break for those 2 hours to study, then it's definitely possible to apply. All right, who has the next question?
Hello, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I am Joy Piriya. Actually, we met last month during the executive course earlier in March. I
Yes.
would like to ask if I don't have any background in hospitality. Uh, this course would be suitable for me. In case I would like to change my career. Currently, I have a background in sales department, but I would like to shift to like a spa and wellness department.
Yes. No, definitely. The program is also meant for career changes, so it is definitely possible to do so. So one of the aspect that we need to, but if you're based in Bangkok, so that's perfect, or you're close to Bangkok. So one of the options would be for you to also get some of the what we call the immersion program. So spend a little bit of time of working together into the hotels on campus rather, and getting some experience in terms of service, kitchen, housekeeping, and front desk over 2 weeks maximum. That we just need to arrange with your schedule, and you can join with our practical arts class during the week if we can. We have just to find a way, and otherwise it's all about studying over the weekend. This course is made for people who want to change careers as well. So a lot of people actually do another career in something else and then do a PGD to understand more about hospitality and then work directly there. It is definitely possible.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you for your question. So, sorry, there's quite a few questions. So is there any sponsorship? So yes, there is scholarship opportunities. As mentioned before, if you're interested for scholarship, I encourage you to get in touch with Kun Vanlapa, our enrollment for the postgrad, and she can give you all the different options in order to get some discounts and scholarship. So the dates, so typically currently the next dates that we have available are for the end of this month, for the online, where the entrepreneurship online will happen. And then also around the same dates, we will have the next course, which will be services marketing in a digital age, that will also start for the part-time. So again, every course gives you an option to enroll. Again, Kun Vanlapa will give you all the details if you ask more precisely. So it's giving you a lot of freedom and liberty to kind of go every 6 months. Even if you want to stop for 6 months, 6 weeks, not 6 months. If you want to stop for 6 weeks and drop one, it's possible. Just you're gonna have to catch it as well later. So the master degree, Lynn. So yes, again, if you graduate with us with the PGD, you become an AIM alumni. Being an AIM alumni will give you option to talk to the team at Minor to try to apply for managerial roles. Again, I cannot promise you a role because it all depends on the student's performance and the student's work and outside, but you're gonna get access to the network and work there. Minor has a management training program as well. That could be also a potential for you. And if you go to the master degree at Les Roches, same thing happen, but you will go and have access to the network of Les Roches, which is even bigger. And then typically, I think hospitality both have employment output that are very high. So that's something I'm worried about. So typically, again, it's something we could discuss kind of on a one-on-one. We are flexible. So again, you don't need to do the immersion before you start the PGD. You can start the PGD and do the immersion at some point. It all depends on everybody's individual background. We currently have a student, for example, who is studying online, plans to come, and then we will do the immersion at that moment. Try to find an online version for the immersion itself. We will find the solution. We just want to be careful because for the Swiss philosophy of, and again, hospitality education, hospitality cannot just be acquired by theory. Hospitality needs to be lived. So there needs to be find a way to deliver it. But we will find, as we are kind of small and still growing, we can offer different options. And Khun Vanlapa already put the dates for the next online study program. So 21st of April, already. I'm going to start teaching in 3 weeks. I have to get ready. Yes, KM, you can take one course and study if you wish to. So if you want to study entrepreneurship only, you can. Definitely possible. But again, in order to do these courses over 6 weeks, these are 6-week courses delivery, including an assessment. If you are interested in shorter executive education course that will be delivered online, this is something that is coming. We'll also make it available, but these are shorter. This is still a commitment of 6 weeks with the assessment. Thank you for all these great questions. No questions for you, Kunfon? Yes. So the question is, can I join the individual course even if I don't have hospitality background? Yes. For one course, it's not a problem. Most welcome. All right. Is there any further question? We just passed the hour. Again, if you want to know more, you want to discuss individually with me, it's totally possible. Just get in touch with Khun Vanlapa. She'll arrange a meeting and we'll discuss what is the best option and what could be the potential study plan. We may want to make sure that whatever you choose makes sense for you. So is it a career opportunity for students of this course? Yes. There will be open part of the postgrad. Again, we'll be offering the chance of minor. We have a larger network of hotels also that we work with. We offer a career fair on campus twice a year, once a semester. PGD students are welcome to come to it as well. We'll have access to apply for the management training course of minor called Ascent and others. So definitely the opportunities are there and we want to push them. Now, the challenge is always that it depends on the capabilities of the students and the aspiration of the students and also the company that will match. But we'll also have a career department here on campus. So you have access to a lady called Samantha that has a lot of network across that also will help you to try to find the job for you. So yes, we do offer that. Kunmiria, right? If I read my tag correctly. So definitely. Like every university, we cannot guarantee the job, but we believe that there is a great opportunity for you to get a different type of opportunity, for sure. พี่เรียไม่เป็นไรครับยินดีครับ All right, so if there's no, all right, so a few more. Vanlapa, yes. So Gun Vanlapa will send you more information about the PGD along with the recording sessions, and yeah, you can contact her directly if you have any questions. And again, if you want to have a discussion with me to discuss further options, I'm completely open to do so as well. Our pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this webinar. Thank you so much, Kunfon, for taking an hour of your work and talking to our potential future students or classmates.
around then.
See you around.
Okay, have a good evening, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Have a great evening, everyone, and hopefully see you either online or see you on campus.